Bubblegum Paper, and I'm back with another card in my 25 Cards in 25 Days Holiday Card Series. I'll put a link to the playlist here in the upper right corner so you can see all the cards I've made so far. Today I'm here with card number 19, and I'm featuring products from Mama Elephant and Lawn Fawn. Here's a close-up of what the card looks like, and let's get started. The products I'm using from Mama Elephant are the Playful Pups stamps, the So Fancy dies, and from Lawn Fawn I'm using the large and small cross-stitch circles. As with most of my cards, I'm starting with my stamping, so I'm using Memento Tuxedo Black ink and I'm stamping the three little puppies, and then I'm going to go in and color them all different shades. So this first little bulldog is going to be shades of brown, the E50, 53, and 55s. And then I'm going to do a little gray puppy and then a darker brown puppy that's kind of like my reindeer from the previous card. For all of the accessories, I'm sticking with a red and green color scheme to go with the festive holiday nature of this card. And I'm going to stick the colors that I'm using off to the right. I'm setting this to some music, speeding it up, and I will be back at the end. Now I felt like the puppies needed a few more accessories, so I took out the Santa hat, the present, and the bow tie from the Lawn Fawn Baaah Humbug stamp set, and I'm coloring those in the red and green color scheme as well. So once this is done, I'm going to take all the coordinating dies for the puppies and these accessories, and I'll die cut that out of my die cut machine. I'm using the largest So Fancy cross-stitched rectangle die to cut out the main card front. And then I'm using the large and small cross-stitch circles from Lawn Fawn, which actually coordinate with the So Fancy die from Mama Elephant. And I'm cutting out a bunch of circles, and then I'm using some scrap pieces of paper from the Let's Bouquet in the Snow pattern paper pack to fill in those circles. Now I'm using a pencil just to mark the windows and where those circles are. I will go and erase these pencil marks later, but this just helps me line up all the cross stitches and then also figure out where I need to fussy cut the circles. And I'm just cutting this really rough, like it doesn't need to be fancy or anything. No one's going to see it. So now I'm just going to go and erase the lines, the pencil lines, because those you will see. And I'm going to glue these in place. Now I did cut out an extra large cross-stitched rectangle to use as a base, and this is serving as a guide so I know exactly where I want to place the pattern paper. Next I'm going to take all those accessories that I cut out and I'm going to glue them onto the little puppies. And I'm trying to figure out exactly where I want to place the puppies, if they're going to be smack dab in the center of the circle, or if they're going to stand on the edge like this one here, or this one I think I want him to hold a present or to sniff a present. So these are general guidelines on where I want those puppies to go. But before I do that, I actually want to take my foam adhesive and apply that to the die cut circle panel. And I'm putting this close to the edge for two reasons. One is, if you remember from card number 1, this is how I prevent looky-loos, so you don't actually see through the windows and see my messy cutting of my patterned paper, because it will be totally hidden. In card number 1, I was hiding the fact that I didn't have enough blue paper. And here I'm just hiding the fact that my little circles are not so nicely cut. So I'm going to put all this foam adhesive down, and I'll glue this panel to that pattern paper piece. So now once everything's glued down, if you try to lift it up and peek, you can't see anything. Next, I'm going to take my sentiment, which says, wishing you peace, love, and wags, and I'm going to emboss that using some white embossing powder. Now, I don't know if this stamp set was meant to be a Christmas stamp set, but I thought of peace, love, and joy, and so peace, love, and wags seemed fitting for Christmas. I'm going to use this extra sentiment border die, I think that's what it's called, from Lawn Fawn, and I'm just cutting out that little tag. Then I'm going to glue this right between the green and the white circles. And now I'll have a guide for where I want to place those puppies. So I'm going to take the little bulldog and I want to prop him up on top of the little sentiment banner. Then I'm going to take the darker brown dog and I want him to lean slightly over on the edge of that red circle. And then for the gray dog, I want to have him curiously looking at this gift. So the gift I'm going to use to cover the edge of the sentiment, which fits perfectly there. And then that dog will be curious to see like what's inside that present. Then I'm going to glue this entire panel to an A2 size card. And I'm using Wink of Stella, as always, to just add some sparkle to all the puppies. So here's a close-up of the finished card. It's super fun and festive and feels very holiday-ish. Thank you all so much for watching yet another card in my holiday card series. If you're interested in more, please consider subscribing to my channel. You can follow me on social media at Bubblegum Paper, or you can visit my blog at bubblegumpaper.com. Here are two of my most recent cards, cards number 17 and 18. You can just click on the images and it'll take you straight to the video. Thanks again and see you tomorrow. Bye!